said, my name is Ruth, and I've been a peacenik for a while, and it's shown to me what is happening in our country, which is that the military is eating our lunch for us, okay? The military and the Pentagon is eating our lunch. There's no, I'm a social worker, okay? And it makes me sick when I hear that kids are going hungry, that moms are going without medical care, and all those kinds of things that we, as the richest nation in the world and as a democracy, ought to be taken care of. There should be no hungry kid in our country, and yet there are far too many. And then we are spending half of everything that we've got in this country on bombs, on planes, on military installations all around the world. For what? To protect us from an enemy? No. To increase our foreign policy influence places. That's what it's all about, and it makes me sick. The money that we could use for the common popular word is infrastructure. The money we could use for infrastructure, roads, bridges, community services, that's all being pissed away by the military and the Pentagon. We don't get any benefit from it. There are some people that are getting very rich from it, I think. But it's as Mark said, it's just going down a rat hole, and we got to stop it. We got to tell our senators, our Congress people, that we want to stop it. And our two Missouri senators, Senator Blunt and Senator McCaskill, have offices right here in downtown Columbia. And it's not a big deal to go see them. I think you won't meet the senators themselves unless you get really lucky. But they have very pleasant staffs, and they will listen to you. They'll write down what you say. Hopefully they will take it to the senators. And it's not a scary thing to do. People are nervous about it. If anybody here wants to go see senators and you don't want to go by yourself, give me a call. I'll be glad to give you my number. We'll go together, because it's a real easy and pleasant thing to do. It's kind of our job, really, okay, as citizens of a democracy. It's our job to let our representatives know what we want. And believe me, there are plenty of people in this country, there are plenty of people in D.C. who make it very, very clear to the representatives what they want, and they back it up with a little money. And that's not fair. I don't have money to spend on that stuff, but the lobbyists are making they're getting a lot of influence by spending some money. So not money, but so go see the senators, and I think that's one of our jobs. I hate to say that, but I think it's one of our jobs. And the other thing I was thinking of talking about to you this afternoon is some of the senators or some of the representatives, the legislators in Washington, have been telling us that the sky is falling. They're telling us that Social Security is broke, that we have to fix it. Social Security, guys, is not broke. We do need to fix a little bit of it. We need to get it some more revenue, but it's a well-working program. It's worked for a long, long time. And we need to remove the cap on contributions. I mean, the cap, I believe, on contributions is $100,000. Is that right? 100 and what?
106,000.
106,000. After you've made 106,000, then you don't make any more FICA payments. And I don't make anything close to 106,000 myself, and so I do FICA on everything I make. I'm betting you guys do too.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if the people that make 106,000 a year, and bless their hearts, that means they have good jobs and they're working hard, but I don't think they need the break myself. I think that we all need the break, and that would be for them to keep paying their FICA and all their income. Social Security is not broken. The government, our good government downtown or in Washington, wants us to privatize. I'm not saying the administration does, but Many people in the government would like us to privatize Social Security, and they think that'll fix it. That's not going to fix it at all. No. The current Social Security, is it a trust fund that belongs to us, people, to us. And we don't want it to belong to the financial corporations that are kind of having a love affair with Congress right now. So if anybody asks you, when you see the senators, which I know you will, when you see the senators, tell them let's stick with Social Security. Let's keep going the way we are and raise some revenue for it. Okay? Yeah. Thanks for listening.
I don't speak really well about these things. I can't say facts and figures and so forth, but we have other people here who can. I just say that I see what's going on and it's not right. And every year, this time of year, I pay my taxes and it breaks my heart. And it breaks my heart all year long, knowing that money from my taxes is going to kill and maim and hurt people like it does. That's the main thing that I have to say, that I'm paying my taxes, but it's breaking my heart, and I'm praying for change big time. Thank you. I gotta go.
Thank you, Nirtana.
We need to start thinking about how an economy can be more sustainable. How can we really invest in the future, in education, in research, in infrastructure? And we need to be more politically involved. You know, I see too many people being passive, and we need to really make much wiser choices of our money with the things that we buy, the work that we do, the things that we invest in. You know, instead of if you have money to invest, I know that only a minority do. You know, instead of buying stocks with BP, for investing in dirty oil, because that is what's going to give you the greatest profits, why not instead look at what the community needs? Community gardens, health centers, and put your money in something that is going to actually help your family, help your neighbors, help everybody in the community, and not simply put more money in the bank while polluting the world, while increasing income inequality, while increasing violence. Having a more educated, a healthier community that's better well-fed, that's happier, it's going to reap gigantic benefits for everybody, because we're going to have a smarter workforce, healthier children, we're going to be able to compete better, with the rest of the world. And so I really just want to say that, this is going to be for Peaceworks, the year of the peace economy. We want people to start rethinking the way they live, what they're buying, what they're doing, who they're voting for, and just think, how can we make an economy that is going to look after everybody, and that's going to do it sustainably, and that's going to really invest in our future. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not much of a public speaker, but here I go. People, we've been lied to. We were told trickle-down economics would make us all rich. It was designed to make rich people rich and nothing more. We were told if we gave them our money, we'd all be better off. They took that money and they used it to move our factories overseas. They took that money and they used it to break our unions. They took that money and they used it to buy our government, because they knew the government was one thing getting in the way of taking everything. We've been lied to about the government too. The government's not the problem. The government is a solution. I repeat that. The government's not the problem. The government is a solution. The solution to unbridled capitalism. The only solution that ever will be to unbridled capitalism. We need to take back our government. We were misled a third time. We were led to believe we are powerless. We are not powerless. We have the power. We can take back the government. If 1 out of 10 people called the Capitol every day, their phone system would shut down. If 1 out of 100 people wrote 1 letter a day, their mailroom would be shut down. If 1 out of 1,000 people went to the Capitol and demanded they do our business, not special interest greed, the Capitol would be shut down. And when they open back up, they'd be doing our business, not corporate greed. Everyone needs to call the government, write the government, email the government, fax the government, whatever your issue is, whether it's tax fairness or getting out of the wars or medical marijuana or union participation, call the government, write the government, fax the government, email the government, tell them what it is you want. Then you get your friends to call, your neighbors to call. We need to take the government back. We can't do it. We have the power.
Yay!
Hari, 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 hey.
Hari, 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 hey.
Peace economy is the way.
Peace economy is the way.
Hari, 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 ho.
Hari, 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 ho.
All those wars have got to go.
All those wars have got to go.
Hari, 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 hey.
Hari, 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 hey.
Time to make the wealthy pay.
Time to make the wealthy pay.
Hari, 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 ho.
Hari, 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 ho.
Corporate tax breaks got to go.
Corporate tax breaks got to go.